You're managing email infrastructure for multiple products, clients, and teams. Your dev team is drowning in separate setups, your costs are spiraling, teams are accessing what they shouldn't, and onboarding new projects takes weeks. Does this horror show sound familiar? Well, what you need is a multi-tenant email architecture, the secret weapon that successful businesses use to scale email infrastructure without the operational chaos. In this video, I'll break down what a multi-tenant email setup is, why you should be using it, and which email service providers support true multi-tenant environments. I'll also share 5 actionable tips on managing multi-tenant accounts and optimizing your email operations, so stick around. Hello, and welcome to Mailtrap videos, where we explore the world of emails. Multi-tenant email setup lets multiple teams, projects, or customers, called tenants, use the infrastructure of one email provider while keeping their data, credentials, and branding completely separate. So instead of managing separate email systems for each product or client, you get centralized control with isolated environments, the best of both worlds. In practice, multi-tenancy often works through sub-accounts. You have one main account, and each tenant gets their own sub-account. Let's look at an example. Say you have a company called Puppy Ventures. That's a very cute name, by the way. Congratulations. Under that company, you have 3 products: Husky, Corgi, and Poodle. With a multi-tenant setup, you can add all 3 to the same email service provider. Husky, Corgi, and Poodle each get their dedicated workspaces, separate credentials and domains, dedicated analytics, and independent configurations. But Puppy Ventures manages everything from one central location. That's not the only benefit of multi-tenant email setups, though. There are more, and some of them are just as important as centralized management. Here's why businesses need multi-tenant email setups. Infrastructure-level isolation ensures that customer data of different tenants remains separate and protected. If the email service provider allows it, one tenant getting blocked for suspicious activity won't affect the others. Multi-tenant systems provide access to granular analytics, since email performance data can be separated per tenant, domain, and stream. You get better brand separation, with each tenant having their own sender names, signatures, templates, and branding overall. Scaling is faster and easier, as you don't need new infrastructure for every new tenant. Auditing is simplified when logs are separated per tenant, making investigations and compliance checks easier. Multi-tenant systems can enforce per-tenant quotas, throttling, and load balancing to prevent abuse and ensure fair resource usage. You get increased operational efficiency by using one business entity instead of multiple ones. And finally, multi-tenant setups provide improved developer experience with automated account provisioning. I'm about to expose something that most businesses don't even realize. Most popular email service providers don't actually support true multi-tenant setups. They may sell their solution as such, but their architecture often lacks the isolation, centralized management, and customizability that a growing SaaS and consulting company would actually need. Having said that, I did find 5 email services that do check those boxes. But before I share more about them, click the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on useful tutorials like this one. Mailtrap has organizations and a sub-accounts feature designed to help you manage complex setups involving multiple teams, clients, environments, or products, all under a single organization. Each sub-account functions as a fully isolated workspace with its own set of sending domains, email templates, stats, SMTP and API credentials, and even team members. This separation ensures that data, permissions, and sending behavior in one sub-account won't affect the others. Other ESPs like Mailgun, SendGrid, Mailchimp, and Elastic Email also support sub-accounts. However, Mailguns is only available for enterprise users, while Mailchimp offers this feature for its transactional product only. Things are a bit different with Postmark. It has servers that act as separate folders for each tenant. Domains, credentials, and streams are separated, which means it still supports multi-tenancy. However, it doesn't provide account-level isolation. Now, multi-tenant email setups optimize resources, operations, and scaling. But there's a difference between having multi-tenant capability and actually leveraging it. Most companies set up multi-tenancy, then run it like a single-tenant system, killing the very benefits that they're hoping to achieve. Businesses that achieve operational efficiency do these 6 things differently. They simplify tenant onboarding with quick guides for authentication setups for SPF, DKIM, and DMARC that every tenant can follow, reducing the setup time. They track reputation metrics like bounce and spam complaint rates for each tenant by monitoring their dashboards or using automated alerts like webhooks. They enforce sending limits or pauses for tenants if their reputation starts dropping. They assign dedicated IPs or configuration sets to tenants that send more than 100,000 emails per month for improved deliverability. And they create audit systems that track tenant access changes and activity logs in real time, generating reports without any manual oversight. Well, that's all I have for you today, folks. But if you're looking for an email service that offers more beyond multi-tenancy, watch our dedicated overviews comparing major ESPs like Mailtrap, Resend, Postmark, Mailgun, and SendGrid. I'll see you there.